won't change, it's the same old thing.
Architect, rap technician. Man, listen, no doubt you're gonna pump this in your system. We worked our whole life for this.
Game won't change, it's the
Yeah.
Every song is real.
Yeah, we in the house.
Family gotta eat the game.
Yeah, that's V Knuckles and Terminology there. A track called The Game from an album from last year called The Next Chapter.
The same gang as T.
For that, bang up to date 2024 Hellraiser album RJ Payne featuring Nino Man, a track called Night of the Cenobites.
This one's dedicated to the garden.
But yeah, big shout out to Tony Isaacs and big shout out to Jar Irie locked in for the interview that is happening right now. I have on the line Great God. How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm blessed, blessed. Beyond belief. How you feeling? I'm great.
Yeah, man, I'm great, man. Again, like I said, thank you for the opportunity, man. Thank you for agreeing to do this. So let's get the obvious question out the way first, the elephant in the room, if you can. You like to wear a balaclava all the time. Is there a reason for that? Is it a superhero, supervillain thing, or is it just a style choice? What's the reasoning behind it?
Can you still see me? I can't. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I can see you, man.
the reason for the match. This one right here was sponsored by my brother GawdSqwad Gallery Department. So, the reason for the mask is that so many people in hip hop get so consumed with everything besides the music, right? So they get consumed with having to they want to know who the artist is dating, what kind of car the artist drive. You understand? What kind of house he live in, and all of these other things besides music. So my thing is, if I don't give them nothing else to concentrate on but the music, then I can keep them focused.
Yeah. No, I feel that, man. I feel that, yeah. And I like the variety as well. When I watch all your videos, there's different ones. I mean, if anything, it's good for merch among everything else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Is that something you're interested in? Merch. I mean, obviously, merch adds to your portfolio, but is that something that you're interested in yourself outside of music, or is it just?
Yeah, absolutely. So outside of music, they used to call me designer god, all type of, you know what I'm saying, like that whole clothing and putting that shit on. I've been doing that for so long that they just know that that's what I do. So the merch is a big part of it. I'm actually going to roll out some new merch before we go on this tour in August with Rock Marcy, with my god brother. You know, we're going back overseas. I'm coming over there, matter of fact.
All right.
Yeah,
cool,
so
man.
yeah, I'm gonna be rolling out some special merch just for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. While we're on the subject of music, I'm sure your music keeps you very busy. But Power came out last month, June 7th. It's as dope as expected. What's the reception been since that dropped?
Man, so since I dropped the Power project, the feedback has been immaculate, man. It was overwhelming because, you know, just simply the way that I even released it, it wasn't available on streaming. You still can't get it on streaming. It was only for the artists. It was only for the true supporters.
Yeah.
The people that really, really been there, the people that sent me all of these well wishes when they know that I was going through turmoil with my son, and it was for them, God, and they love it. They love it.
Cool.
So I think now though, what I'm gonna do is I pick five records, which is obviously power, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, power. So I pick 5 records and I'm gonna put it on streaming. But the people that bought the project and paid for the project that night on my live, they got 23 records. And yeah, man, I'm actually getting ready to release the first video off that project.
Right. Cool. Yeah. Was there anything different putting this project together than with, say, Snow Day or anything like that? Or do you kind of have a process and you stick to that?
Well, this one was different because what I did was I went back to the essence of putting it together like an actual mixtape. So with Snow Day, it was about lining up the right, the right skits and the right interludes. And this one was more like having the right drops and putting the drops in the right place and putting the DJ drops in right spots and getting the right drops from the right people. So the process was a little bit different. I would say it took me longer to put this one together too, because it has so many records on it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, man. You've worked with and featured on a who's who of great rappers and producers: Hell Rel, Joey Majors, Eto, Jadakiss, Bink, Rome Streets, Lord Jamar. The list goes on and on and on. I saw a post the other day where Benny the Butcher was giving you your well-deserved props, man. So you're obviously there. Do you get much time outside of music and outside of your sphere of artists to listen to other people? Is there anyone that's out now who you're not associated with that you're loving, who you'd like to work with, or anything like that?
So on my list of people that I would still love to work with is probably like Jay Electronica. I definitely want a Jay Electronica verse. But besides that, though, God, brother, to be honest with you, the people that I would like to work with, I worked with them already. So now it's just about, and I thank each and every one of them, but now it's just about me just doing my thing and working with the God Brothers and working with Rock Marcy, working with Knowledge. You understand? Working with the people that I work with closely in my circle. So, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely dudes that I think is very, like my man Bob Styles. We just did a mean record. I can't wait for y'all to hear that one. Me and Wavy the God, he's a producer. We got some nice joints that's coming out. I got the EP with Havoc that's on the way. I got an EP with my God brother Pusha, man. So I just been stockpiling the music and just keep on stockpiling the music.
Yeah, awesome. That's good to hear, man. I'll tell you what would be interesting if you did a project with Mondo Slade, because I know that you both got the thing for the balaclavas, man. That would be interesting. Yeah. I'd love to see that. All right, man.
Now, me and Mondo got to definitely, because everybody keeps saying that. And I spoke to him. I met him in Atlanta. Okay. I had a show, me and Rock. It was Rock's show, and he brought me out in Atlanta on my birthday last year. And I met Mondo at the joint. So we definitely gonna get something. We gotta definitely get something done.
Yeah, that'd be interesting, man, because you both wear masks. Anyway, I want to get into. I want to talk about Rock Marciano. First of all, how did you first meet him?
So I met Rock. I was on a video shoot with Ito. Ito from Rochester. Yeah. And we were shooting a video that I was shooting a part of his video for something that we was doing with Joey Majors. And I just mentioned to Ito, like, yo, you know what? Yo, I need a couple of them Rock Marcy beats. And he was like, oh, word? I was like, yeah, if you could put that together, that'd be fire, right? So then, he called them on the phone right then and there. He called them and was like, yo, my man I want to introduce you to my family. And after that, I sent Rock some records, then I sent him some more records, and then we just decided it was a collective thought, like, you know what, Lord, like, you great, I'm great, and imagine what we could do together. So, we did that, and we came together, and that's how the whole Pimpire thing started off. But it wouldn't have happened without Ito, because I can almost bet my life on, if I would have asked somebody else that I know had a rapport with Rock, they might have said they was going to do it, but they wouldn't have picked up and called the phone right then and there.
I get
like, you feel me? Like, Ito was a real, when he picked up the phone right, as soon as I said it, he didn't say, oh, all right, God, I got you. You know what I mean? Give me a few days. He did it right then and there. And that's how I do people. That's the type of alley-oop Sato. So, yeah, if it wasn't for Ito, I wouldn't even met. I may have met Rock later on down the line, but it wouldn't have been organic, and it wouldn't have been the way that it is right now.
Yeah. The respect that you give him on your posts that mention him say to me that there's more to your dealings than just a collaborator. Can you just tell the audience in what Marcy has done for you since you've met him?
So I mean, yeah. So in any and every interview, I mention him because he put a spotlight on me when I feel as though everybody else that could have did it, they were scared to do it. But him knowing his worth, and he know he the God. He know that shining the light on me and putting a little light on me is not going to take away from what he doing. So he did that for me. He spoke about me. He invited me to shows. He flew me out to California to go, to like welcome me to come and do shows with him. Yeah. And then I started, performing at these shows. So, that's like Jay-Z putting a light on you.
No,
that's like Hov. That's like Hov putting a light on you. That's why whenever I get the chance, and I always make it a point to give my brother his kudos because he did that and he didn't have to do that. Yeah. A lot of people have superiority complexes, and they don't want nobody next to them that could possibly, reach the lengths that great God may be able to reach. So a lot of people is scared of that, man, and he wasn't scared of that at all. Talking about me, you see, I got an honorable mention in the Rolling Stone magazine. He put me on the Marciology project. Those, it's artists that probably would have paid. I'm sure they would have paid for that. And the God brother did it for me without no payment. You understand? He just saw the work ethic, and he said, "Oh nah, I see what you're doing. Okay, yeah, let's team up. Let's put this thing together." And we've been rocking ever since.
Yeah, no, that's good to hear, man. It's good to hear that that's still happening in the music biz, and especially in the hip hop world. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, because it's definitely a rarity. It's definitely something that doesn't happen all the time. That type of love, the genuine love that Rock showed me, that's rare. That's very rare.
Yeah, man.
You gotta be completely, know who you are as self to say, yo, you know what? I'm gonna share this love with somebody else because he didn't need me. You understand? But he wanted me to be seen in a different light. He wanted to take it as far as he can take it. So yeah, salute to my God brother, man. Salute to Jazz, Salim, everybody over at Pimpire.
All right, cool, man. I want to get into your progression more generally. What age was it when you started writing bars, and what form did that take? Was it ciphering with your boys, or was it more of a personal, solitary, introspective type deal?
I would say it was definitely solitary and introspective, because for a long time I was writing, but I wouldn't let nobody hear it. And I remember my aunt Ernestine, my auntie, she I would let her hear my raps. I let her and my older brother, I would let them hear my raps. I never really let my mother hear my raps in the beginning. But I would let my aunt, and I would write my rhymes at her house. And I would let her hear it. And she real down to earth, you know what I'm saying? So I would let her hear it. Because I was always talking about stuff that, like when you talking the shit that I be talking, my mother didn't even probably know I was hustling at the time. She didn't, she knew I was shooting dice and doing knucklehead shit, but she didn't know to the extent of niggas was shooting at me and we was running around robbing and doing all the shit we was doing. She had no clue. And so I would never let her hear the music, because from the beginning, that's what the music been about. So it was definitely something that I kept to myself for a long time. And then, I told her, like, I'm doing this music, and she gave me her blessing. And initially it was like a half blessing, like, you should be doing that in the third. But I ain't gonna lie, like the reception that I got from people that I respected at the time, and when they heard me spitting, they made me say, "Oh nah, you gotta take that serious." So I took it serious, and then but at the same time I took it serious. But then I was just so engulfed in the street life, and that life, that street addiction is real, and I got tied up and swallowed into that, man, and so then I would do music, but then I would be hustling more, because I couldn't do music if my safe wasn't full. You understand? Like I just. You couldn't do both, and that's why the lessons say you can't serve two masters. You got to pick one.
Yeah.
Fast forward down the line, years later, I picked one, and I finally said, I'm gonna put all of this other shit alone, right? I'm gonna leave all this shit behind me. And I put all of my might into the music, and that's when I started to get noticed.
All right. Yeah. And when you first set out, who were the kind of artists that you were listening to at the time? I mean, were there any that influenced you, or was it like, they're doing it, I can do it too?
Nah, it was definitely like Nas. It was definitely like the G-Raps, the the Rakims, the Cormega, Tragedy Gaddafi's. It was those, Havoc and P, but definitely like Tragedy. My brother Tech from Smithfield Weston. Those, the cats that was really, because my thing is authenticity. So if I gotta kind of know and believe, or at least believe that I'm a great judge of character, and I'm like, oh nah, he really doing what he say he doing. So but those was definitely my influences. There definitely wasn't a situation where I was just like, oh, anybody could do it, so I'm gonna do it. It definitely wasn't that.
Cool. And going back even further, when you were coming up, who in your life provided your first kind of musical memories, and which artists and genres did you kind of grow up with?
So, mind you, remember, I don't know if you know, but I grew up in the Midwest. So I was listening to more West Coast and more. My man Kevin Primer is the one I'll never forget. He's the one that put me on to like Tribe Called Quest and the Jungle Brothers and all of that, right? So before that, I was listening. I was kind of on my West Coast, like listening to like Mac Mall, the Bay Area rappers, MC8, you know what I'm saying? A lot of Cali West Coast rappers. So that's what I really was doing. Yeah, I was really on that tip at first. And then like I said, my man Kevin Primer, he lived across the street from me, and he had that Tribe Called Quest tape, and then it went from there. It went from the Tribe to the Jungle Brothers to the maybe X-Clans and all of that to Nas. And you understand? Once I heard Nas, it was over. It was over. Yeah.
All right, man. And getting back to the present, I just want to talk quickly about GawdSqwad.
Okay.
Can you just
No problem.
run off the members of GawdSqwad so the people know who to look out for?
Sammy Jesus, first and foremost. GawdSqwad, terrorists on the mic. Thump Mendoza, terrorists on the mic. Just One. Those, you know what I'm saying? My man P. Rib from Coney Island. Great One Chew. He's from Connecticut. All of those brothers. Rufus Sims from Chicago. That's the GawdSqwad.
All right, man. Cool. And yeah. So what's next for you, Great God, and the GawdSqwad? What can we look out for in the next couple of months? I mean, before you go on tour in September and that, can we expect anything on the Vines?
Guess what, my brother? I'm gonna give you the exclusive on the 25th of this month. In a couple of days, I'm putting out the God Brothers Presents, and we putting out an EP called the Re-Rock EP. What I did with the Re-Rock EP is I re-rocked all of the 80s and 70s records. So instead of it was written all over your face, we done filled up too many safes. You ain't got to slang no birds.
Yeah. Okay.
You understand? So we re-rock, like your shirt Pete Rock, we re-rock all of the old joints. And all of the God Brothers is on there. Great One is on there. P. Rev is on there. Just One is on there. Sammy Jesus is on there. Louis Vuitton, I don't know how I forgot Louis Veheim. Louis Veheim is on there. So, yeah, man, the Re-Rock. Thanos Beats is on there. Thanos is GawdSqwad also. He's a producer, and he's an excellent rapper. So, yeah, man, shout out my DJ TKO, too. Yeah, man. That's and of course Sal. That's that's the GawdSqwad. That's us, man. But yeah, on the 25th of this month, I'm gonna go ahead and drop another one in this, and we're gonna do it on my live, and then in maybe a month or so we'll put it up for streaming.
All right. Yeah, okay. Exclusive right there, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it from the man himself. Okay, so for the people that don't know, can you just give out your socials so people can go check you out?
Yeah. All of my social media is the same on Twitter, Facebook, OnlyFans, all of that. It's GREA, the number 8, GAWD. Great God on all social medias, all platforms. You can log in, catch me on, all of those socials. Just, I'm even on Snapchat and TikTok. I'm gonna start implementing that a little bit more and start posting a little bit more on those. But yeah, man, Great God everywhere. GREA8 GAWD, Great God. And then GreatGawd.com too. You can go over there, pick up a physical Snow Day brick, pick up a Snow Day vinyl. Yeah.
All right, cool, man. So the man, Great God, is in the house, and what I like to do when I interview someone, I like to play a track of theirs, and the one that I picked to play was The Source off Power. So as soon as we're finished, I'm gonna play that to show people why I love your stuff and why they should go check it out. So hopefully I'll speak to you again soon. Thank you for your time, Great God. And yeah,
thank you, my brother. I appreciate you.
I appreciate it, man. Hopefully we catch up soon. Yeah.
Nah, yeah, of course. Inshallah, I'll be out. I'm gonna be out there in a couple months, so we gotta put it together.
Yeah,
we gotta put it together.
Man. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right, man. Thanks for your time. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, that's Great God on the line there. Yes, exclusive stuff he just revealed to us. Look out for that on the 25th. Yeah, let's go. Okay, couple more shout outs before I play that track like I said. Yeah, Marlon locked in from Southeast London, Lewisham sides. Teo Winks is in the house, locked in. It is appreciated. YNX 716, dope rapper out of Buffalo. Also someone that I've interviewed is in the house. Thank you very much. So like I said, when I interview someone, I like to play a track to show why I love them so much. So like I said, I am going to play this track from the album Power, which is out now, came out recently. This is produced by Rock Marciano, who he talked about in the interview. This track is called The Source.
Come on, Rock.
You are now listening to God Brothers.
They can't fuck with us, son. The illustrious Pimpire.
Great God.
I like some of that music.